Sixth grade Excel, lesson number 6. We're going to be taking a look at multiplication and division fact families and dividing a one-digit divisor into a three-digit dividend. So some basic multiplication and division. This should be review for you. For each multiplication fact given in words, write the numbers, then write the other multiplication and division facts in the same family. So your paper should be kind of blank like this. We're going to do the first one together so you can see how it's done. Should be pretty simple for you. On my paper it says 12 multiplied by 3. So what I want you to do right now is write 12 times 3 right there on your paper, and then hopefully you know the answer. It's 36. If you can't do that in your head, you just do 2 times 3 is 6, 1 times 3 is 3. Then to make a fact family, we're going to move these numbers around, the 12, the 3, and the 6, to make 4 different problems. So we're going to switch the two multiplicans there. We got 12 times 3 is 36, 3 times 12 is 36, and then we're going to do 36 on the inside here divided by 12. I should say we're switching the multiplican and the multiplier, but 36 divided by 3. So notice I have a 12 on the outside here and a 3 on the outside of the division problem there. Of course, 36 divided by 12 is 3, and 36 divided by 3 is 12. The order that you put these two problems in does not matter. If you put the 3 over here and the 12 over here on that one, that's fine, as long as you have the 36 on the inside of each one of those division problems. All right, why don't you go ahead and pause the video, do number 2 right now. Here's the problem you're going to write in there, and then turn it back on when you're ready for the solution. It says 8 multiplied by 6. So you should write 8 times 6, 48. 6 times 8, 48. 48 goes on the inside of both of these division problems, and you're going to put either a 6 or an 8 there and either a 6 or an 8 there. Doesn't matter what order you put those in, as long as you have the 6 on one of the problems and 8 on the other. All right, here's some long division problems. It says check each answer with multiplication. Hopefully you remember from the previous years that you're going to go through the order of divide, multiply, subtract, and bring down. The trick that I remember to use, that I use to remember this, is dead monkeys smell bad. I'm pretty sure that they do. I've never smelled a dead monkey before, but that will help you to remember the order that you do long division in. Dead monkeys smell bad. Divide, multiply, subtract, bring down. So let's go through those steps. I'm going to be going rather quickly on this because I'm assuming it's review for all of you. But we're going to first do 8 divided by 2. That's my division, which is equal to 4. Do this with me, please. 4 times 2, that's my multiplication, is equal to 8. Subtract and get 0. That's the subtract step right there. Then my next step, bring down. I'm going to bring an 8 down. And then once I bring down a number, I'm going to come back to the beginning, divide, and go over it again. Some kids like to put a little division bracket out here with the 4. If you like to do that, that's fine. If not, the 2, not a 4. If you want to put a 2 out there like that, that's fine. If you don't want to, you don't have to. 8 divided by 2 again is 4, of course, again. Then I multiply, 4 times 2, which is 8. Then I subtract, 8 minus 8 is 0. And then I bring down. I'm going to bring the 6 all the way down to here. Now I go back to the beginning. I'm going to divide again by 2. 6 divided by 2 is 3. 3 times 2 is 6. 6 minus 6 is 0. I don't bring down, so that means that I'm finished with the problem here. Now to check it, I'm going to do 443, my answer, times the divisor out there. So 3 times 2 is 6. 4 times 2 is 8. 4 times 2 is 8. And if that number matches up with that one right there, I can feel reasonably good about my solution. So go ahead and do, why don't you just do number 4. Don't forget to check it with multiplication. Only number 4. Pause the video, turn it back on when you're ready for the solution to that one. All right, what you're doing first is going 5 into 4. It doesn't go in. You can put a little X right there to keep your place, or a 0, or you can just leave it blank. 5 goes into 40. Yes, it does. 8 times. 40 divided by 5 is 8. 8 times 5 is 40. Put the 40 down below there. Subtract and get 0. And bring down my 0. Now I do have to go through this step. I have to do 0 divided by 5. And of course 5 goes into 0 0 times. You don't really need to do the multiplication, the subtraction, because obviously it's just going to be a bunch of zeros. But now I'm going to check it by doing 80 times 5. Of course, if you got the answer of 8, is 8 times 5 400? I hope you don't think that's the case. So we've got 8 times 5 is 40 there, and it matches up. Go ahead and pause the video, do 5, 6, and 7, and then turn it back on when you're ready for the solutions. All right, 7 goes into 56 8 times. 8 times 7 is 56. Subtract, get 0, bring down your 7. 7 goes into 7 one time. 1 times 7 is 7, and so you get 0 as your answer. And then you do 81 times 7 right here. 756. Matches up, looking good. Okay, don't forget your decimal point, $sign on this one. If you forgot to put that in, add it in now. 9 divided by 3 is 3. 3 times 3 is 9. 9 minus 9 is 0. Bring down the 3. 3 divided by 3 is 1. 1 times 3 is 3. 3 minus 3 is 0. Bring down the 9. 9 divided by 3 is 3. 3 times 3 is 9. 9 minus 9 is 0. You need to go through all those steps for right now. We'll be getting to much more difficult problems as time goes on, and it'll actually make sense why we're subtracting on all of those and bringing numbers down. So $3.13 times 3 is $9.39. 2 into $1.26. Decimal point, $sign, don't forget those. 2 does not go into 1, but it goes into 12 6 times. 6 times 2 is 12. Subtract and get 0. Bring down the 6. 6 divided by 2 is 3. So my answer is 63 cents. Oh, we better do the multiplication there. Get 0. Check it by doing 63 cents times 2, $1.26. And there you go. Okay. Last part here. Go ahead and try number 8 on your own and turn the video back on when you have the solution. It says 10 chocolate and 5 oatmeal cookies were divided equally among 3 children. How many cookies did each child get? Well, if there's 10 of these and 5 of these, first you're going to show your work. You always show the steps, even if it's 1 plus 1. 15, and you're going to divide those between 3 people. So 15 divided by 3 is 5. Each child is going to get 5 cookies. It says how many cookies. My label is cookies. Once again, show every step in all your word problems and put a label on all your word problems. If you're not doing that, you're not going to get full credit on your math. All right, parts of multiplication. Here are the parts of a multiplication problem. The first number is called the multiplicand. Second number is called the multiplier. And the last number is called a product. Each of these 2 numbers also is referred to as a factor. You can find this information on the internet. You can always come back to this lesson and check it out. You might even want to save this or write this stuff down in your binder in some place where you'll remember it and see it, because you're going to have to be answering questions about these different terms as you go through your Excel math. Here's a division problem. The number on the inside is called the dividend. The number out here is called the divisor, and the answer is called a quotient to a division problem. And of course, you know that if you have an extra number out there, that's called the remainder. All right, thanks for watching.